Hello, Tara Brabazon here. Let me overshare my shopping with you. This is not an unpacking video, but it is sort of exciting. It's just arrived, Volume, the Pet Shop Boys complete visual record. What a great title that is. I am so excited about this book. I pre-ordered it. Basically, the minute you could pre-order it, I pre-ordered it. I think I just missed out on one of the 750 signed copies. Angry. But I'm so excited. I've got it. I ordered it and it has arrived in the glamour-central that is Palmerston North. Yes, look how fantastic this is. It is beautiful. It is beautifully produced. It is a magnificent piece of work. Now, this means so much to me because the Pet Shop Boys have been the soundtrack of my entire life, not just my youth, but right the way through my adult life. And I think the idea that finally this visual record, can I say how clever is that? A visual record has appeared is tremendous. And it speaks to so much of my life. Look, I'm getting emotional. It speaks to so much of my intellectual as much as my personal and professional and emotional life, right? Because my research master's degree was a visual history of the Beatles. Now, at the time, I was in a really traditional, posh history department. So, yeah, very conservative and paper, documents. And I wanted to focus on, in my master's degree, not even the musical history of the Beatles. I argued that actually it was the visual history of the Beatles that was more important in the first half of their career, and then through Rubber Soul in particular and Revolver, the album, then the music suddenly became cred and, you know, all the critics loved them. And then the girls who were their original audience that were so engaged and infused by their visuality, they were sort of forgotten and marginalised from the story. Now, the Pet Shop Boys have been crucial to my entire life. I have been a scary fan my entire life, and I'm such a fan that it's bled over, it's spilled over into my scholarly life. So my PhD was titled From Revolution to Revelation, my October Symphony, From Revolution to Revelation, and I looked at post-youth culture in Thatcher's Britain, and so much of the Pet Shop Boys shopping, shopping, I'm shopping, so much of shopping became important, so much of their work became significant to narrate and story what happened during the Thatcher years. And of course, I loved that title, From Revolution to Revelation, and it became the title of my 5th book. Can I say, I had to pay the Pet Shop Boys for the right to use that title, but I don't care. It was fantastic. But I looked at From Revolution to Revelation, and I was particularly looking in that book about how popular culture and popular memory dance. Now, why the Pet Shop Boys matter so much is I was so young when they started, so young, and I'm so old now. I've become an old troll. Maybe I was always heading to be an old troll. But why they matter so much is they have continued to age, and they have given us the permission to age and be calm with it, and to carry the past into our present vista and play with the past. As I'm recording this, they just did their great shows, Obscure. You know, and it shows you what a big fan you are. You know, there's the Obscure list. You know, supposedly nobody knows these songs. I knew every word of every song. So Obscure is not obscure if you're a fan. But can I say, isn't it ironic in life that now we've got this visual history that is so much a part of who we are? I mean, I own the clothes. See the top that Chris is wearing? I own that top. The jacket that Neil Tennant wore in West End Girls, I own that jacket. I own the hats. I own the glasses. This visual record is my visual record. This visual history is something that we share. It is the iconography of Generation X. And I'm just so thankful, that this book has arrived. I'm about to read it. As I said, it's arrived in Palmerston North on the morning post. It's just arrived. I'm so excited. It's taken a while to get here, but it's made it to Palmerston North. And if you can make it in Palmerston North, you can make it anywhere. So kia ora, thank you, and big hello to all the New Zealanders that are watching this and all our friends in Australia. This is so exciting. And isn't it amazing in these difficult and dark times that we've still got these two remarkable pop icons, Neil Tennant and Chris Lowe, who have integrity and decency, and they are able to laugh at themselves, but also carry their past to the present with integrity. And they give us all permission to do the same. Yay!